Coming up on Neighborhood Journal, find out how I took a trip back in time in Brooklyn.
With year-round events held in dozens of American, Canadian, and international cities, Monster Jam attracts millions of fans seeking heart-pounding, pulse-raising off-road activity.
Growing up in the inner city of the South Bronx, just the environment alone is very competitive. The dance community is very competitive, but not only the dance community, but just all the negative influences that are out there. The violence, the drugs, the teenage pregnancy, the crimes, the gangs, anything along those lines. And those are some of the negative influences that, could have, grabbed myself and my brother. When we kind of fell in love with dancing, we kind of pursued it, it actually kind of moved us in that right direction, keeping us out of the streets. And I definitely appreciate my mother and father for their contribution in that area as well. It made all the difference. And slowly but surely, we started to make a name for ourselves in the Bronx.
It's essentially that, staying alive, staying alive.
Keeping alive, staying alive.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you're doing chest compressions right, chances are this guy's going to end up with a few broken ribs. To ensure that you don't end up in court for breaking those ribs, Connecticut recently changed their Good Samaritan law.
A dead patient versus cracked ribs, we'll take cracked ribs every time.
Ribs will mend, death will not. When I went to visit my neighbor, I knew it was kind of a scary thing to go visit live stinging insects. At that visit, I was able to taste the fresh honey out of the hive, and it was absolutely the most delicious thing that I had ever had in my entire life.
Ready, guy? It's been a while since I last played wiffle ball, so I thought it'd be a good idea to warm up. Oh, needless to say, I don't think my arm's supposed to click like that. It did not go as planned. I need Tommy John surgery.
Anywhere on the face of this zone is a strike.
Driving down the street, and I saw that there was a tournament going on, so I thought I'd pop in.
Welcome to the Greenwich Wiffle Ball Tournament, where there's not a bad seat in the house.
Golden ticket events #1.
Smile, Grandpa!
Grandpa's up first, and the winners take home $1,600.
Supposed to say something?
Okay, you guys ready?
And we have a lot of different produce nowadays that comes from all over the world, depending on the season. You can't do that with maple syrup.
We're making pure Connecticut maple syrup.
The highlight of the Highland Games is the caber toss, which is going on right behind me. Competitors have to flip an 18-foot pole over end to end. And trust me, with it weighing 150 pounds, it's no easy task.
The caber toss has been around since the 16th century. So you'd think we'd have mastered it by now, but some of the guys couldn't even muster the strength to attempt to throw.
Has like the reality of it all set in for you yet, or are you still?
Yes and no. I think that as the show becomes more routine and I started to get my life back a little bit, because when you first arrive with the show, it's a lot of press and it's a lot of, you're the talk of the town in this new show, and that's all very surreal. Then reality starts to set in, but there's always that moment every night when you walk out of the stage door and there's like 30 little girls. Like, oh my God, there he is! And then it becomes like surreal again for the moment, and you're reminded of how epic it is.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Enjoy tonight.
While 2012 may soon be in the books, our Neighborhood Journal stories are certainly deserving of another look.
Would you like an oyster?
Optimum invites you to relive all the memorable moments
It's going to get worse!
and to reconnect with all of the special folks we have met along the way.
We only took 5 tablespoons.
I saw that there was a tournament going on, so I just thought I'd pop in.
It's a 2012 Year in Review, brought to you exclusively by Optimum.